All right, Brother Paul, we have some questions. I guarantee you there's at least 68 questions tonight.
I have two tonight. This one's interesting. It's from Houston Euler. What's the response to the claim that Quran 2198 excludes Jesus, Mary, and the angels because using what and not who? But does this mean their hell is not darkness because the sun, moons, and stars would all be there? And I can pull it up if you'd like.
Yeah, please. That's a new question for me. I have no idea. I'm going to open my Quran in Arabic so I can see that that's Quran 21.
98.
Quran 21 Al-Anbiya 98. إنكم وما تعبدون من دون الله حسب جهنم أنتم لها واردون. Oh man, that's a powerful verse. That's a powerful verse. According to that verse, me as a Christian and Jesus whom I worship will be the wood of hell. The Prophet Muhammad is very clear in that verse. Absolutely. What's the English said, brother?
Surely you and whatever you serve without Allah will be the fuel of the fire for hell, and into it you will arrive.
Notice the statement we have in the bold statement before that. Read what we have there. Go down a little bit.
Isa, the Jesus of
No,
Muhammad.
Brother, get the verse from the beginning. Is there something else before that?
All right. Oh, what did I just do? Hold on.
What happened to your mouse, man?
No, it wasn't my mouse. I pushed the wrong keys.
Oh, right. So that's it. That's it. I saw it. More than that. You're right. That's it. So Isa, the Jesus of Muhammad, and any others who are serving, served, will burn in hell. Yeah. Jesus is right now burning in hell with all his disciples, those who worshipped him, and all the Christians who worshipped him. That's the reality. So now what is the question of Houston? One more time.
He's asking,
what's
the response to the claims that they exclude Jesus, Mary, and the angels because using what, not who? Whatever you serve. But it says you and. I think Houston, maybe your translation doesn't say you and whatever you serve. Maybe they're leaving that part out.
Houston, what Quran are you reading from, man? Antum wama ta'budun. You and what you serve. You and whatever you serve, what you serve, make no sense. Like me, it makes no sense. The sin of shirk in Islam, brother, the sin of shirk of Islam, it's what or whatever, it doesn't make no difference. The sin of shirk in Islam is unforgiven. It's punishable by hell. What is shirk? Is to worship anything or anyone with Allah. We Christian worship Jesus Christ. End of story. Well, Jesus Christ. I'm sorry?
His other part to the question is also interesting. But doesn't this mean their hell is not darkness because the sun, moon, and stars would all be there?
Yeah, the sun will be in hell, the moon will be. Yeah, it makes that's you know what? Houston, how in the world you come up with this question, man? For the first time, I hear some really delicate, smart, intelligent, wow question. I call that wow question. I'm not kidding you. Why? Because if people worship the sun has to be in hell. If people worship the moon has to be hell. So how can hell would be a dark place at the same time the sun and moon is there? According to the Quran, the sun and the moon are lights. Remember Quran chapter 10, verse 5, and the moon is a light. All right, but the major point of that, Houston, is Jesus accepted the worship of his disciples. That means Jesus and the Hawariyin, that is disciples, right now are burning in hell. And when you and I, Houston, will die, we will be in hell too, with Jesus. MashaAllah, MashaAllah. That's wonderful. Next question.
Well, the next question is from Darcy. She wants to know if you are ever in her neck of the woods. Are you ever in, I believe it's Montana. I just wanted to double check.
Sister
Yes,
Dorothy, I will come to Montana. All what you need to do is very simple. You find me a church or a political group or a bunch of people in a living room or in the backyard with this great weather we have, and I will set up my screen and my sound system, and I'll be talking for a couple hours or so. If you can have some coffee, it'll be awesome. Hot dog and coffee will be even great. And at the end of the night, I'll say good night and I'll leave, and I'm not bothering anybody. But if we got another meeting a couple days later, I will wait and I will fix you the best Egyptian dinner you can ever eat. I'll bring my own camel meat with me, and I'll have at least 2 gallon fresh camel urine.
Except for that part, he's serious.
Oh,
You
that,
don't want
sorry,
that.
never mind, never
No,
mind.
he,
The camel
he
urine.
can he can definitely make some good Egyptian food. I'd never heard of it before, but it was nice to have when I was visiting.
Well, yeah. So, Sister Dorsey, I will come to you. Contact Vicky 941-223-1703, and she will tell you where can we fit it on the calendar. And I will go. I don't care if you are Montana, if you are Alaska, if you are Canada, if you are South America, if you are Europe, somewhere. We'll come to you free of charge, for heaven's sake. No charge whatsoever. Just find us a place to speak in. All right. Any other
Oh.
questions?
So it just goes back to Houston. I didn't catch this. He says this in other Qurans. The verse says whatever, not whoever. So they leave out. So they're leaving out the first part of the verse. They're leaving surely you and out. That's interesting.
Well, if I will take it, if I'll take it from the Arabic here, look at this. إنكم وما تعبدون من دون الله. إنكم وما تعبدون. And I'm going to Control C, and I'm going to go to Google Translate right now.
Right, stop here in a second.
Google Translate, Google Translate, and I'm going to look at this one. And here's the Arabic, Control V.
Oh.
You and what you worship. You and what you worship.
And he's saying this. This is interesting. He's saying that whatever excludes living things being worshipped.
What do you mean?
I don't know, but that's what they're saying.
He's saying
that
he's saying it's
what is not a human,
not a who.
Oh, let me give you the scholar's interpretation, man. We have fun here.
Interesting.
وَمَا تَعْبِدُونَ مِن دُونِ اللَّهِ مِنْ آلِهَةٍ, and whatever you worship without Allah from gods. First he said, awsan, idols, asnam, statues, and whatever you worship without Allah from gods. All the gods you worship, we worship Jesus Christ. End of story. Let me give you some more, just a minute. عن ابن عباس قال انكم ما تعبدون من دون الله من احطاب الحجم وقد اخرون بل معناه حطب جهنم. Yes, I love it. احطاب or حطب. يا سلام. حطب. It's just playing with game. جهنم يعني خالد عيش قال محمد يقذفون فيها. قال سناء عبد الله بن خالد حصب جهنم. وقال اخرون بل معنى ذلك انهم يرموا بها في جهنم. They will be thrown in by it to hell. Let me read. الإجماع الحجر له روى عن عائشة أن قال وزير حطب جهنم بالطاء. Yeah, look at this. They have so far 3 different readings to the word حصب. حطب بالطاء وحطب بالصاء وحصب بالسين. Man, love Islam, love Quran. Man, it's perfect. One book, never been changed. I already got 3 words out of 1 word. كان ابن عباس أن قال ذلك معنى الحصب بالصاد عند العرب الرمي في قولهم حصبت الرجل إذ رميته كما قال. They're playing games. That is Al-Tabari. Let me read to you Al-Qurtubi. في 4 مسائل. Okay, 4 different understanding in that verse here. ما كنت تقول قال كنت أقول له هذا المسيح تعبده نصر. Listen to what Al-Qurtubi said. He said, what do you say? He said, this Christ, the Nasara, the Christian worship, and the Jews worship Azir. أفهما من حطب جهنم? Are they will be from the fuel of hell? فعجب قريش من مقالته ورأوا أن محمد قد خصم أنا هو الخصم مين؟ فذا أن الذين سبقتم لهم من حسن أولئك عنهم مبعدون. Somehow أن إذ قومك منه يصدون الزخرف بكسر الصاد أي يضجون وسيأتي الثانية هذا اسم العموم. Okay, it is. He said that the second opinion. This is a general verse. خلاف ما قال ليست له صيغة موضعية اللي دل عليه وهو باطل من دلت عليه رفض حق ولسان بالغالب يكون دمه ولا صح من السنة. That's nonsense. Okay, it's third one. قراءة العامة بالصاد المهملة أي إنكم يا معشر الكفار رؤساء التي تعبدون من دون الله وقود جهنم. قال ابن عباس وقال مجد أكرم والضاد طاء بلا 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 لغة اليمن لغة this لغة that. Man, God help us. Anyway, but at least from Al-Tabari, he is giving Al-Qurtubi, he asked a very question. You as a Christian worship Jesus, okay, the Christ, and the Jews worship Azir, which by the way is a lie. There's not one Jewish ever worship Azra. Paul, can you find me any cultic among the Jewish people, any human in the Jewish life who worship Azra?
No, I just that.
When you go read the no. When you go read the book of Ezra, do you see anybody in the book of Ezra worship him?
No. that's like totally lost. Oh, I don't know where that brain fart came from.
That is Quran 9:30, I believe, or 31, 9:30 or 31. But the point is, here you see in the interpretation of the Quran, they talk about Isa as one to be worshipped. They talk about Ezra as the one to be worshipped. So, I'm sorry. My bold statement is so right. Christians who worship Jesus and Jesus who accepted the worship. Notice, I will tell you, Jesus will not be in hell if he refused people to worship him. See, the verse is very clear, Paul. You and what you worship, or you and whatever you worship. If I worship that cup, okay, Paul, look at me, Paul. Paul, look at me. If I worship that cup,
goes to hell with you.
Will this cup go with me to hell? What did the cup do wrong? I mean, the cup was made for me to put the water in and drink it. Why the cup will go with me to hell? There's no reason. So if it is idol, if it is sun, if it is moon, the sun never accepted my worship. The moon never accepted my worship. So I'm going to go on a deeper level than what is written so far. The sun and the moon and the rock and the statue will never go to hell. You know who's going to go to hell? Jesus. Why? Because he accepted the worship of his disciples.
Yeah.
Mm.
That cup did not accept my worship. Oh, I worship you, blue cup. Oh, you are my God, blue cup. That cup does not know anything about it. Does the cup say, yes, please worship me? Thank you for worshiping me? No, but Jesus did. So obviously, if you take the verse literally, nobody will go to hell except the people who accepted the worship. And that people, his name is Jesus Christ.
And we know that that's not exactly what's happening. We know that is Jesus is in heaven and he's there with us too, here with us too, because wherever 2 or 3 are gathered together in his name, there he is also.
Muhammad assured us that Isa is in the, I believe, fourth heaven, number 4. Heaven number 4, that is above God. Because according to the Bible, there's only 3 heaven. Somehow Jesus went a little bit higher.
Oh boy.
And Moses was above Jesus because he's in the heaven number 5.
Wow.
I'm telling you, we're getting better every day. We're going higher and higher.